Alright guys, so welcome to another video, right? And in this video we're going to try and be hacking a e-commerce application, right? So I'm going to be doing it in series. I will teaching you guys how to hack or how to get user cookies, sessions, and the rest of that, how to redirect users from one page to another page in an e-commerce site, right? So basically, I'm a penetration tester. Then we're going to try and see the vulnerability we can find in some e-commerce application, right? So I actually went to the web and I went to download a very good e-commerce application built using what Node.js and Express.js, right? So basically, you can actually see that. So just go straight to Google, type this thing in, then you click on the first link, which is this GitHub repository right here. So make sure you click on it. When you click on it, I know you guys are all Node.js developers. Then make sure you clone it. It was actually built using EJS and Node.js, right? So make sure you clone it and make sure you have your XAMPP running perfectly. So make sure you click on the start here and start here. Then I'm pretty sure. And also you need to create a database. You can call it anything, but I actually call this one product. So I'm good like that. Then when you're done setting it up, make sure you do your npm install. Then you come straight right here. So this is my server endpoint. As you can see, if I should go straight right here, you can see my server endpoint. I did it down here, so it's listening for 8,000. So basically, we are going to try and redirect users in this e-commerce application. It actually means that if people are on this site, we want to actually redirect them to another site. Like basically, we are penetration testers trying to look for vulnerabilities so that we can actually tell the developers to do some changes on their own site. I know penetration testers tools can also become hackers. All right, so let's get to it. So now I have some series of code here, which is in this text file. You can copy one of them, anyone, but they are very dangerous codes down here, right? Especially this one. This one is drive by download. So if you're able to insert this one into a request endpoint of an e-commerce application, and if the developers did not sanitize this thing properly, both on the back end and on the front end, people will start downloading things on their system without even knowing, right? So developers need to always make sure they sanitize their inputs correctly. It's very important. So I'm going to do another video about this driver download, not now. So now I'm going to start with this one right here. So basically, I want people, anytime I want to insert this into the request like this. So it actually means that anytime people come straight to this product site here, right, it's going to automatically direct them to this my promosphere site down here. Let me type in my promosphere. It's going to redirect them to this my promosphere site down here, right? So you can basically see anytime they come here, it's just going to automatically redirect them down to this place right here. Also guys, make sure you check out my promo talk. It's used for gisting. You can talk about things and and all like that. All right, so let's continue. So right now, what we're going to do right now with this with this code right here is we are going to copy it, right? And I'm going to go straight to the endpoint. Basically, the endpoint is actually inside. If you check out the routes, you will see the endpoint. Where's the endpoint? It's here. So look at the endpoint here. So we have the endpoint. You can see the add products like this. So that's the endpoint. So basically, I'm going to just paste it down here like this. So right now, the developers who are building with Node.js, you need to sanitize your backend and also sanitize your front end. Now, if you are using EJS, right, there are some certain mistakes I see developers make, which is in this kind of side here. But basically, when I actually cloned this project, this thing was very correct. Like I said, I'm still looking for vulnerabilities in this site. I've seen some vulnerability here already. So, but right here, I'm just trying to make, if you do something like this, the malicious code the hacker did on the Postman here, or the penetration tester did, it's not going to work. because this code here, you can see this sign here, this equals to sign here has already escaped it already, right? But I've seen some developers always just put, maybe mistakenly, you just put minus sign. If you do put a minus sign here, a hacker can just, try and just, just be guessing, then just do something like this, then it clicks on send. So the hacker might be open, or the penetration tester can be open, like, okay, let me see, let me just input this and let me see if people are going to do what, redirect to another site. Like I said, I met this thing like this. I'm just changing it to this. Now, if you do it this way mistakenly, it means the attacker can do a lot of things on that e-commerce application, right? And if I should make a refresh like this, so basically you see what happens is that it keeps loading, right? It keeps just loading. Then what's going to happen is that it's going to redirect me to this site. You can see this site right here. It redirects me to this site right here. So you can see. So you can try and do this. Don't try and do this on somebody's site, please. Educational purpose only. So basically, you can also try and do this too. So you can try and input this thing just to see if you actually sanitize your backend properly. So what I'll do right now is that I will just come over here and I will just I'll come over here and I will just delete this first one. I'll delete it and I'll just come back here. So if I should come to products, see, you can see it's still alive. If I should come here to and I make a refresh here, if I should come to products, you can see it's still alive. So it's going to be shown on every user's page. Why? Because of what? The backend wasn't actually. Let me go straight to the backend controller because I saw something there. This is it. So obviously the backend wasn't sanitized, it's just exposed like this. So I can actually take an advantage of this. But if I take an advantage of this, I have to be hoping like I hope the developer did this, right? So if we do this, the penetration tester can actually, see vulnerability, or an hacker can actually exploit it. But like I said, I saw this thing like this, not like this, right? So keep that in touch. So make sure you test this thing, and make sure anytime you're writing an EJS application, always make sure you always put this sign. Always make sure you put this sign, not this sign. If you do this sign like this, you will be what? You will be hacked. And I'll see you guys in another video again. So the next video I'll be making is going to be a video called drive by download. What you can do is that you can basically copy this code right here, then place it in the backend post. If you place it down there, it's going to automatically download things on user's system. But you have to have another external server to be watching what they're doing. This is just educational purposes. Why I'm doing this video is just for developers to make sure they write their code very, very, very well. And also, if you want me to do a penetration testing on your application, you can actually reach out to me. I'll be glad to do a penetration testing on your application. And I'll see you guys in the next video.